Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, welcome. In this video, I want to comment on the Tucker Carlson and Conor McGregor video that's been circling around. It's been going pretty viral, and they're talking about the mass immigration problem in Ireland. And as a whole, across the Western countries, this is pretty much a big problem. While, yes, he is speaking a lot of facts in this video, a lot of people are not picking up the obvious tale of the classic saying of wolf in sheep's clothing, right? And I'm going to put up some screenshots of the interview, and I want you to see for yourself. And this is what a lot of people can't put two and two together, right? Even if people are saying correct information, it's not what they say, but it's also what they do. So let's just ask a simple question here. Why are they filming the interview in a Freemason lodge? So I'll be putting up some images here. You got the black and white checkered board floor that they always have, which represents duality, good and evil. It goes back to the original sin in the Garden of Eden. And also, you obviously got the Freemason lodge at the back there. So let's honestly have a talk about that, because in the interview, they were talking a lot about, Conor McGregor, they're both, saying they're Catholics and they worship God and all that stuff. So why did they do an interview in the Freemason Lodge? That has nothing to do, firstly, with the interview topic, and secondly, about Ireland being a God-fearing country. So when you guys are listening to these types of characters who are speaking against the obvious evil like mass immigration, and on a side note, anyone with half a brain can recognize what's going on, right? And this is nothing new. Over the last decade, they have they're literally destroying Middle Eastern countries and forcing immigration into the Western culture to pretty much destroy and mix these kind of, Muslim Christian values together, creating these religion divides and race divides and all these kind of things. So they're really trying to break down Western society that way. It's nothing new. So yeah, I agree what Conor McGregor's saying. And if you look in the comments of that video, everyone is agreeing and praising him. But the fact is, it's it's kind of a little too late, to be fair. It's been happening for ages, and I do feel for the people in Ireland, because I have seen some clips and it's literally like there's like no white people in sight, and yeah, they have been inundated with immigration. Same with Europe as a whole. But yeah, coming back to the video, you have to question these figures. Why are they doing these things? Why are they interviewing in Freemason lodges? And the simple answer is Satan and the elites, they use the obvious evils. They play both sides. They play the evil side and they play the good side. So these people obviously controlled opposition, in my view. And it's the same with these other characters like Andrew Tate, right? Like anyone with affluence has ability to sway the people and has a lot of wealth, it's very, very likely that they are corrupt and controllable. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Conor McGregor does become president of Ireland because of him pushing it back against the quote-unquote system. And, and he would be a very controllable person. Like if we look at his past, or we look at his fruit, he's got these sexual allegations against him. He's punched old men in pubs. He's done a lot of questionable acts. And he's obviously got a drinking and drug problem. So the elites like these kind of people because he can control them, right? And Conor, anyone who has discernment can see that he struggles with lust and pride and these kind of things, right? If you look at the last few years, he's had a bit of a downward trajectory, and it's pretty sad, to be honest, because as someone I'm a UFC fan, I like MMA. Watching him in the height of his peak was, very aspirational for a lot of young men. So the fact that there's even a quote of him saying, partying is a weakness for the soul, but yet right now, that's all he seems to be doing, is partying and drinking his whiskey and getting into mischief, you know. So we got to question these things. So I just wanted to bring that to you guys' attention. So whenever we hear people speaking out against these obvious evils, we can't just be looking at what they're saying. We also have to be looking at what their actions are as well. And this is what I believe is how a lot of people will be deceived. You know, it's a classic of a lot of people say, oh yeah, I'm Christian, but then they don't even act like a Christian. So they're like a Christian in name only, right? So let's just get into the habit of looking into people's actions. Nothing is by accident. Nothing is coincidence. People throwing up, the Freemason sign like they do like that. There's all these bunch of YouTubers who are doing that as well. All these streamers, sports stars, obviously, like, filming in these lodges. Like, you cannot tell me that this is a coincidence. You just can't, like, honestly. And it just bamboozles the mind that the people can't put two and two together. So it's going to be interesting times in Europe. Look, I really do pray and hope that they fix the problems over there, but it does seem to be like Bible prophecy is fulfilling. I can't remember the scripture, but I think it says something about like nations will end up coming together. I'll have to put it up on the screen, but yeah, it's just the Ukraine divide against whatever way possible through, race, religion, nationalities. Every country is trying to call, America's really kicked it off, right, with Trump, like put America first. So Conor McGregor is trying to be like that Trump figure. Like, we need to put Ireland first. So we've got to see a lot more countries being the same, right? And that's going to create a lot of hostility towards immigrants and other overseas countries. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of conflict. It's probably going to get worse before it gets better. Even if it does get better, I don't even know. But it's definitely sad times, even when I used to live in London, this was back in 2015, 2016, even that was crazy. I remember going in parts of East London and literally I'd be the only white guy. You see just a bunch of women in burqas and Muslim people. I'm not against however they want to worship and do their thing, that's on them. But the crazy fact is, you're in an English-speaking country and you're the only white guy walking around. It's nuts. And the fact that's happening in Ireland, and I'm based in New Zealand, it's starting to happen here. Australia's having the same problem. So this is not just an Ireland problem, this is the world global problem. Anyways, guys, I want to leave it on that note that, just keep an eye out when people speaking out on these things. Let's just look at their actions, not just the words they're saying. God bless, guys. And if you're brand new to this channel, really appreciate if you would give me a sub and like this video. Helps the algorithm do its thing. And if you want to see more videos like this, follow for more. God bless, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. See ya.